Hello, it's Andrew Gardner from the Capitale, and now we're going to be looking at a transfer between two plans. So just to remind you, there's different levels of account numbers and plan numbers and contract numbers or client numbers. So at La Capitale, the client number starts with a 3, and that is the number that's given to the client. Now, under that, they would also have a plan number. A plan is a different type of account, so they start with 5, and there could be several plans under one client number. So they could have an RSP, a TFSA, a Lira Lift, or what have you, right? Now under that, the individual investment accounts or funds would also have an account number that would start with a 9. So that's kind of handy to know when you're going through the mobile office, because it asks for things like transfer between plans or existing plans, transfer same plans, those sorts of things. Just remember, the plan refers to the account type. So again, in this case, we're going to be transferring from a TFSA into an RSP. So all the usual questions are there: language, last name, first name, SIN number. Again, if you want the client to receive an email, you could say yes and put the email address. It's not going to be a new savings client, because in this case we're transferring from an existing plan, right? The plan would be a TFSA. The client number, again, it's an existing plan and it's a transfer between two plans. We're not going to complete the profile selector, and we hit next. So this is the plan that we're setting up to receive. So it's an RSP and it's a non-spousal. And we're going to say yes, a limited authorization form has been completed. This way you can do the transaction without a signature. So you have to have a limited authorization form in place for the TFSA in order to make any changes to that TFSA. So we're going to say yes, the thing has been, the limited authorization form has been selected, so we're good. We don't need a client signature in this example. If you did, if the answer was no, then the client would have to sign it. So this is transfer from an account held with the insurer. Yes, the source is a TFSA, and we put in the account number. This would be the fund that you wanted to redeem, and you would say partial or total depending on what you wanted to do. So we're going to transfer out of that position within the TFSA, and then we're going to select an account of where we want it to go within the RSP. So we can pick any fund we want. They're all there. So we'll just say the balance profile from AGF, and then we're going to select the commission structure it's going to go into. Remember, if you were in a redemption fee or a back-end fund and you don't want there to be any charges, then you should keep the commission structure the same. So we'll say it's a back end at TFSA and it's staying back end. And we'll make it easy and just say that's 100% and add it. Next, you have the legal notices about the fact that the accounts are not guaranteed except in the event of death. So that's the 100% death benefit. And then there's a spot there about trade dates. If we receive it before 4 p.m., you get today's trade date. If we receive it after 4 p.m., then you get the next trade date. If we were doing anything with GICs, we do guarantee the rates for 12 days on purchases and 60 days on transfers. This would be your information that's sucked in from your profile page. If you wanted to take a photo of the investor profile, you could do so here. And then we're at the signature page. We're going to say no, that we don't want to complete a limited authorization form with this application, because we're going to make the transfer now without a client signature. If the client was there with you, it would be a good idea, if you wanted, to have the limited authorization form done at the same time. But in this case, we'll say no. We'll hit next. And here we go. So just like our regular application, there's the information. We're setting up an RSP. TFSA, that's the source of the funds. It's coming from that account, and it's going into the balance profile at AGF. Scroll down here to the bottom. You'll notice that the signature of the contract holder has the bubble, the white bubble. When it's white, that means it's not a signature we require. When it's blue, it is one that we do require. So in this case, because we said we had a limited authorization form, then it's just the advisor that signs it. And that's it. You press submit. The mobile office is connected through FundServe. It'll place a cell on the position that you want it to sell within the TFSA, and it'll move it over into the RSP, into the fund that you wanted. Again, your MGA will get a copy of this PDF. You will get a copy, and if you did put the client's email address up front, then they will get a copy. So real simple, and it does make it really easy when you have limited authorization forms for accounts, because that way you can do these transactions without having a client signature. Okay, hope that is helpful. If you have any questions, you can give us a call at our brokerage support line at 1-888-392-2583. That's 1-888-392-2583. Have a great day, and thanks for supporting La Capitale.